The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the authors and not necessarily to the author's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual.
Hey everybody, I'm Irvin,
And I'm Meljo.
and welcome to the number one music podcast in the country. This is Mind the Beats. Kamusta kayo mga kaibigan?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Medyo raspy yung voice ko. Or medyo hindi maganda pakinggan yung voice ko
Medyo
ngayon.
COVID-friendly ngayon.
Medyo may I'm still not ruling out COVID, pero hoping for the best na hindi ako mag-positive. But right now I'm still in quarantine. I'm doing all the precautionary measures needed to be done. But the grind still is the same. Online naman tayo so no need to rest and no need to worry. We're still gonna be providing you guys topic, food for thoughts, episodes that will really make you think. We're kind of tired of doing rants already. Kasi we've been doing rants for almost a year na. For mag-iisang taon na kami sa October.
Yes.
And we're kind of tired of doing rants. So to the point, we're now here to provide you guys like food for thoughts, things that you need to consider, and the things that you need to think about. Well, anyways, before anything else, medyo galaw lang tayo ng onti outside of the topic. We actually saw an article a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, about DOST. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not really sure if it's correct, but DOST launching a study to help OPM, or original Pinoy music, which actually made me think like we actually want to get involved at some point because we want to see what is the study that they're gonna be doing in that the study, the topics, the discussion that is gonna be happening, because not really bragging or anything, but we've kind of been doing it for how many months now. So possibility is if that helps, if anyone in podcast PH or anyone in the podcasting realm knows about this, like the ins and outs of the business, please let us know. Please sign us up, and we'll be very happy to help you out, guys, to do discussions, to talk about how are we going to help the music scene here in the Philippines. Kasi we really need a lot of help with this type of this topic, not just from us, but we have a lot of podcasters that are doing the same thing. Nandyan si Jugs and Teddy, nandyan yung ibang mga podcasters in the music realm that are doing this kind of stuff. So if you guys can reach out and ask them help as well, and then us help para mas makatulong kami in promoting OPM, because this is our goal. This is the main reason why we do this in the first place.
Tama.
And at the same time, guys, open yung Lazada applications namin.
Yes, may
Affiliates.
bago kaming link.
Yes, hindi namin na-promote last video or last recording, pero meron kami bagong link na Lazada. So, ngayon kasi mas ayaw namin mag-lookworm sa mga bagay-bagay. Pwede nating i-post yung Shopee link kaso parang alam mo yun, parang masyado tayong tunog greedy sa greedy sa pera pag dalawang link yung ginamit natin.
Kaya kailangan po namin ng pera talaga.
Oo, yun pero yun talaga totoo, kailangan namin ng pera. Pero ayaw naman namin magmukhang parang alam mo yun, napaka-greedy namin sa pera. That's why isang link lang yung pinili namin, which is yung Lazada. So again, you can check out the Lazada link sa description ng video na to, or kung makikinig man kayo sa audio, nakikinig sa Spotify, sa AnchorFM, or sa Google Podcast, or sa YouTube, pinapanood nyo to. Yung link nung Lazada is gonna be in the description below. So you can click that out, especially if you're in the Lazada mobile app. Pag kinlik nyo, diretso kayo sa application ng Lazada. Akala kasi nung iba parang gagawa ka ng bagong Lazada application or Lazada account. Hindi. Gagawin nun, pupunta ka lang sa Lazada mobile app, and then lahat ng mga click mo doon is gonna be the same thing. It's just that for us, mas magiging helpful lang siya kasi at some point may percentage kami kikitain doon sa mga link na yun.
Tama. Hindi po kami mang-i-scam.
Oo, di po kami mangi-scam. And
Legal po
maraming
yan, legal.
legal yan. So maraming salamat Lazada. So hanggang ngayon naman may mga sale sila, so you can check it out guys, get your vouchers. And if you're kind of afraid to go outside, do shopping and all that stuff, Lazada and Shopee is the way to go. So for Lazada, you can check out the links in the description and then enjoy shopping. And then one last thing, maraming salamat sa podmetrics.co. May bago silang
Thank you so much.
revamp sila ngayon ng website, which is very good, very helpful, and very insightful for us content creators. So thank you so much, podmetrics.co. And if you guys want to sign up for Podmetrics, just use our link, Mind the Beats. Podmetrics is like an analytics page where makita nyo ilan yung listens nyo, kung saan nakikinig yung mga tao, kung anong device, or anything analytical and geographical in a sense.
Yeah.
So yun yung gagamitin nyo. And then, again, we're still powered by AnchorFM, so thank you so much. Well, with that being said, this is actually somehow like a food for thought na episode, because we're gonna be talking about TikTok and social media as a whole. Now the title of this discussion is TikTok, a gift or a curse. So how did we come up with this type of title in the first place? We're not really here to culture shock anyone or anything, pero kasi we know how powerful social media is.
Yes.
To the point that before a lot of musicians need to have, or artists, not just musicians but artists, even if you're a dancer or any type of art form, you need to have your own connections, you need to have your own network, to the point na kailangan medyo magpakilala ka talaga at magpabibo ka in order for you to learn, or in order for you to have your own following. But there's always an exception to the rule. If you're really good, artist, you don't really need to do that kasi at some point madidiscover ka ng mga labels before it. Pero if you're just a guy or a guy or girl that is seeking refuge in the music industry before social media, kailangan talaga magpakilala ka. Kailangan dumikit ka sa mga labels, may kilala kang mga barkada na pwede kang ilakad sa mga labels and stuff. That's why the world shifted nung pumasok yung social media, in a way na in just a click of, in just your room, in just one click, you can actually be as big as the artist of yesterday.
Di na siya talaga katulad noon na kailangan mo pang pumunta sa mga radio station para ipila yung mga songs mo, no, diba? Yung mga original songs mo. Hindi na siya ganoon kahirap na talagang pupunta ka at magpupundar ka na maraming pera para sa mga mag-record. And then after record, punta sa mga radio station. Pag naging lucky yung yung song, mapupunta sa television. Hindi na siya ganoon kahirap eh. Ngayon,
parang dati kasi merong ano yan eh.
Dali na, no?
Oo, parang dati kasi merong tatlong realm yan eh. Kumbaga parang three pillars of you making it in being successful in your given career. Yun nga, by the use of radio, television, tapos yung mga label companies. So before kasi parang kumbaga parang ang pinakauna talaga dyan si label. So how do you paano ka makikita ng mga label? Of course, you need to grind yourself in creating songs, passing it sa mga radio, and then sa mga, actually sa radio station pa. I believe may kwento ata si drummer ng Sandwich before sa page ni Rico Blanco. Paano sila nag-workout, paano nila pinapasa yung mga songs nila sa NU107. And then yung happy incident of yung na-discover yung laklak instead of another song, which is ganun yung ginagawa nila before. Like magpapasa sila sa mga radio station, papaburn nila yung video or i-record nila sa isang CD or sa isang cassette, and then isa-send nila sa mga radio. Sa mga radio para
cassette at
i-play.
CD pa noon.
Oo.
Diba?
Talagang pahirapan pa mag-record. Hahanap ka na magre-record. Hahanap ka ng recording studio. And at the same time, iisip ka ng magandang artwork. And then, lastly, yung effort ng pagpunta mo dun sa isang radio station na sana ma-play yung song mo. Kasi lahat kasi before, kahit siguro naman naabutan natin before na nakaabang din tayo sa radio kung ano yung mga bago eh. Kasi wala pang ano nun eh, wala pang masyadong use ng TV nun. Kung literal na parang mga artista lang talaga yung pwede makita sa TV before. Not like today na mas blatant na yung use ng social media kaysa manood ka ng TV. 'Di ba? Parang mas gusto ko na lang mag-social media, gusto ko mag-Facebook, gusto mag-Instagram, gusto mag-YouTube instead of watching the TV kasi mas maraming opinions ako makikita sa internet eh kaysa TV. 'Di ba? Ganun kahirap yung struggle nila before. To the point na ginagrind talaga nila lahat ng ginagawa nila instead of nowadays na yan lang, nandito ka lang sa kwarto mo. Like what we're doing, nandito ka lang sa kanya-kanyang kwarto, just clicking the record button and then doing magical things. That's how
Kaya i-appreciate nila yung ano, no? Kaya i-appreciate natin yung OPM. Kahit pinayagan tayo ng Kuya Jerk na gumamit ng YouTube to MP3.
Oo.
Appreciate the OPM.
Oo, diba? Sa LTNM, sinabi nga doon sa episode ng LTNM, kahit gumamit tayo kahit pinayagan tayo ng artist na i-download sa YouTube to MP3, bilhin pa rin natin sa Spotify. Of course, kahit napakaliit ng kinikita ng mga artist sa Spotify, bago topic yan. Pero, ano yan, kung kahit gano'n naman kaliit yung kinikita nila sa Spotify or gano'n kalaki, of course, we still need to support every artist, not just OPM, pero lahat ng mga nagre-release ng mga originals nila by downloading it properly. Downloading it sa mga, sa Spotify, sa iTunes, or sa Apple Store, or Apple Songs ba? Hindi ko na alam kung anong tawag sa nila ngayon. Apple Music. And then other platforms available. Alam ko sa YouTube, you just need to subscribe dun sa parang YouTube Music nila eh. Parang in that way, masusupport mo na sila lahat eh. So, may mga iba-iba tayong platform. Before kasi, ganun yung hirap. YouTube to MP3 lang. Salata mong kopyang-kopya kasi nandun pa yung trademark nung pinagkopyahan mo. Yung watermark eh.
Watermark eh.
Wish 1075 na. Naalala ko tuloy yung episode din. Shoutout kay Tito Jerk tsaka kay Tito Sketch. Hello sa inyo. Well, with that being said, I actually wanna congratulate yung mga artists natin nowadays with the rampant use of social media. Again, we're not saying na it's a bad thing. Na wala na masyadong pagod na nangyayari sa mga artists ngayon. But it's actually a good thing. Even yung mga artists before is very happy na nagkaroon na ng evolution yung paano yung process in becoming an artist. Kasi dati kasi
mga di ba artist, masaya talaga sila kasi nakita nila yung age na to na madali na lang talaga lahat.
Oo, sobrang dami.
Yung artist na hindi umabot sa ganitong era.
Ang parang yung point na parang pinakaswerte is nandun sa mga era natin eh. Kasi naranasan natin yung era ng effort na kailangan mong mag-record sa mga recording studio, kailangan mo magpasa sa mga, kumbaga parang kailangan mo sumali sa mga battle of the bands sa sinasabi para makilala ka or magkaroon ka ng deal para mag-open sa mga malalaking artist. And then we have this era na in just your room, kung nasan ka man around the world, pwede ka mag-perform, pwede ka mag-record, pwede ka maging opening act ng kung sinong artist kasi lahat online na. 'Di ba? Yun yung evolution ng music, which is at some point still a good thing kasi napakadaming artists ngayon lumabas. A lot of artists are being born because of how, not really just because of how easy na maglabas ng music, but a lot of people are being encouraged to do so. 'Di ba? Kasi
And syempre wala nang ngayon, limit ang age.
oo, kasi dati parang ang hirap pag with your age, let's say, under 18 ka, tapos gusto mong mag-release ng mga songs, ng mga ano mo, mahirap eh. Kasi you need supervision ng mga adult. Paano mare-record, paano ipapasa sa ganito. Ngayon,
Tama.
any age, a lot of musical prodigies at the age of 8, 9, 10,
As long as
nakakapag-release
may
ng,
gamit ka.
oo, nagkakapag-release ng mga songs nila at some point. Now, yun nga, ganun nagwo-work yung para bang work yung ginagawa ng mga artists before and then ngayon. Kasi ngayon may mga distribution links na tayo like DistroKid, Spotify, mga RSS feed we can use para makapag-release tayo ng mga songs. Before, you need to have like your own sound engineer. You need to hire a lot of people for your music videos to record stuff and to engineer your music. Ngayon kasi in just a day, pwede ka makapag-release ng mas lalo pag meron ka ng mga songs na nasulat. Pwede ka na makapag-release ng sarili mong kanta and then pwede mo na rin ma-mix. Pwede mo na rin i-release sa Spotify on your own without any labels and stuff. You just need to have like a distribution label to use it. Like, one example, DistroKid or kung ano ba mga distribution labels na available dito sa Philippines, which is very good. Kasi you don't really need to do anything. And at the same time, protected ka na sa what we call yung copyright law. Kumbaga, pag ginamit yung songs mo, you have the right to mute them and ask money for them or just use it as it is. Kasi before, the fear of copyright is very huge kasi wala namang magpoprotekta sa iyo, especially you don't have any idea kung saan ginagamit yung songs mo eh. Ngayon kasi lahat ng nangyayari in reality, pinopost din sa social media eh. So, nakikita mo kung ano yung nangyayari sa mga songs na piniplay mo or mga ginawa mong songs. So, that's how that's how yung music nag-work before. Ngayon naman,
by the way, singit ko lang. Linawin lang namin yung sinasabi na yung pag ginamit yung song mo, pwede mo silang singilin. Well, it's about royalty.
About
It's about
royalty, yeah.
royalty, hindi yung Oy,
Hindi
pahinging pera. Kumikita ka dyan,
hindi yung hindi
ganun.
yung PPM mo na, oy, pahingin ako pera dyan sa Hindi ganun.
Oo.
I mean, we have what we call royalty. I think naman, you're not gonna screw us on that part.
Ay, mga pera pala yan. Hindi naman ganun. Kumbaga nasa loss pa rin yan na kailangan pagka, walang proper na, anong tawag dito? Proper na, wala kang authorization for that song, siyempre kailangan mo magbayad ng royalty rin. Hindi basta-basta yan na pagka, pwede mo nang gamitin. Kaya nga, di ba, we discourage you to use YouTube to MP3. Yeah.
Di ba? Pwede mo namang,
ganun kasimple.
marami namang mga songs na, kumbaga parang, non-copyrighted.
Yes, marami.
Kumbaga parang mga free to use na mga songs. So, pwede nyo gamitin if you're a vlogger, if you want to create like an art or a collage for a special someone, and you're worried na baka ma-mute at hindi nila ma-appreciate, then you can use non-copyrighted music. Or you can just create your own music in a way.
Mas mabuti,
better.
Diba?
Same thing with a lot of things like image and whatnot. We don't want any copyright laws sa mga image. You can use mga parang non-copyrighted image as well. Well, with that being said, let's go back to the topic real quick. So, medyo onti lang, para lang may idea lang tayo on how music works. Kailangan natin distribution, kailangan natin ng magre-record, kailangan natin ng mag-mix before. Ngayon, meron na tayong distribution na para bang label, so pwede natin gamitin like DistroKid and a lot of things. Pwede natin i-upload sa RSS feed via Spotify. And automatically, pwede na nating i-mix, i-master within the day and then i-release na agad sa Spotify, sa YouTube, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, and even sa TikTok. Or TikTok. Di ko kasi alam paano siya i-pronounce eh. Basta ganun. TikTok. In a way, para ma-promote natin. And at the same time, we don't really need to go out or do anything. The social media will do it for us. You know?
Minsan nga kahit lang basta tahimik background mo, Tapos
Oh,
you have talent. Cellphone lang. Pwede na, 'di ba?
if you really have the gift of music, if you really have that talent, you don't really need any extra mix and masters. I know a lot of songs na nag-start as very raw. You can still hear, kumbaga parang in sound engineering terms, yung mga nagme-mix, noisy pa siya. 'Di ba? Noisy pa yung background, rinig mo pa yung electric fan. Kumbaga parang unnecessary noise nandun pa. But
Tama.
it's napakalaki na niya nowadays. Kasi the gift of music is there. The song is good, the quality is, you don't really need to ask for the quality kasi the song speaks for itself. May mga ganun
Yes.
talagang instances. Hindi swerte tawag dun eh. Gift
So pagka
talaga.
kumita na, 'di ba? Pag
Oo
kumita na, mas
Alam mo naman
gaganda pa yan.
at the end of the day, pera pa rin talaga ang hinahabol natin dito. Hindi naman tayo
Yes.
dito para, alam mo yun, we're passionate about something, but we need to, alam mo yun, parang magkaroon ng realization na, hey, regardless if you're passionate or not, you still need the money.
Hindi
Diba?
magpaka-hipokrito, 'di ba?
Oo,
Ganun
kailangan
lang.
mo pa rin kumain at the end of the day. Kailangan mo pa rin bumili ng mga bagay-bagay. So, now the question here is, why TikTok? Sorry, kasi I'm trying
TikTok
to
na lang.
I'm trying to correct eh. Baka mamaya, ano ba yung mga nasa Mind the Beats? TikTok daw
Bobo
eh.
naman.
TikTok daw eh. Yun nga, why TikTok is a gift or a curse to every artist. So let's talk about the pros and cons, or the gift and the curse that TikTok or social media in a way can provide artists like you and me. Kasi we do have a lot of artists na nakilala sa TikTok. May mga
Yes.
artists naman na parang nag-iisip na to upload stuff in TikTok to the point na wala silang guidance in a way. Alam mo yun, parang we just need to give you something that you can think of in pursuing something, especially with TikTok. Kasi with TikTok is kumbaga parang ko ba siya i-explain? In every video, may kaakibat na music in eh.
Yes.
It always correlates with stuff. And we know a lot of artists, musicians na talagang sumikat sa TikTok just because ginagamit yung songs nila. Regardless if it's a meme music, if it's music in lifestyle or anything. Especially with, pinakamagandang example, yung sinabi nga ni Eljo kanina, yung kay Lil Nas, di ba? Yung Old Town Road. Which is, nag-start siya as parang meme music sa TikTok. And it blew up and it became double platinum, I think. Or
talagang naging bread and butter niya yung song
yun yung
na
naging
yun.
start
Kasi,
nung career niya. Talaga.
So hindi siya ganun ka financially wise, hindi siya ganun talaga ka, wala siyang pera kung titignan. Well, dun sa article after that song, talagang
Milyonaryo.
boom!
Doon siya naging milyonaryo
Ganun eh.
talaga. Kasi it was used in the littlest way as possible. Don't quote me on this. Pero especially if you're gonna be using it not just in lifestyle videos but as a meme. Minsan kasi nandun nagkakaroon ng effect yung TikTok effect ba, kumbaga. 'Di ba maraming tayong mga memes na ginagamit, which is marami tayong memes na ginagawa na talagang sobrang importante ng music eh. Because that is where the mood changes. Number one, yung madalas na ginagamit dati or a couple of months ago, yung kanta ng this band. I forgot the title, pero yun, madalas nagiging meme music yun. To the point na, hindi ko naman sinasabi na naging malaki silang artist because of TikTok. But at some point, nakatulong siya in knowing the song. Kumbaga parang para mas maging kilala yung song in a way.
Kasi music talaga all around siya eh. Kahit mapa-meme siya, mapa-dramatic yung mood mo. Kahit sa sa travel, 'di ba? Parang halos lahat in our daily life talagang hindi dapat mawala ang music eh. Kumbaga kaakibat na siya eh. Well, ganun na talagang sa social media, 'di ba? parang kaakibat na talaga yung music eh. That's why yung mga music or mga songs na talagang tumatatak sa isang tao, pwedeng ano eh, mas mag-trend pa ulit eh, 'di ba?
Mm.
'Di ba katulad nung ano, yung well, a lot of fan or even regular people na nakikinig kay Andrew A. or nakakakinig kay Andrew A. Hindi naman alam yung song na Shoot Shoot eh, 'di ba?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
'Di ba? May mga song si Andrew A.
Naging
na
I
talagang
mean
sumikat, 'di ba?
sexual talaga yung song niya kahit sa mo
Mm.
tingnan. Pero it became more popular because of TikTok,
Yes.
'di
Tapos
ba?
yung isang interview niya doon parang ang sinabi niya kasi doon parang hindi masyado parang sinabi niya na hindi hindi gano'n kakilala yung song na yun. Well, kung hindi ka fan, hindi mo alam yung song na yun.
Mm.
Then he tried to post it on TikTok. And then, well, ang ganda nung trend niya, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ang daming kalalakihang nawalan ng shota dahil dun.
Oh, true.
'Di
As
ba?
an artist, it's a great move kasi um regardless of the meaning itself,
Yes.
you can use it as a way of uh you know kahit saan promotion, pwede ka
Mm.
mag-promote ng brand using that song kasi in TikTok or in TikTok para mas maayos
TikTok na lang,
in
'di
Tik
bahala sila diyan.
or in TikTok we don't have any copyright law. That's the
Wala pa
beauty.
siguro, pero sana hindi magkaroon, 'di ba?
Oo, kasi yun yung masisira pag meron, 'di ba? Mawawala yung essence ng TikTok or ng TikTok pag nagkaroon ng copyright law. But the thing about
Yes.
that application is it doesn't have any copyright law. Meaning, as long as it's distributed already, you have it recorded, or if you actually wanna create music in TikTok, that's fine. You will
Yes.
not be copyrighted or anything if you're gonna use a specific song.
Mm.
But
Begging.
but again, the beautiful thing and the scary thing about music in TikTok as an artist, if you're gonna be starting your own music sa TikTok, is that anyone can use your music.
Ayun yung
That's
downside talaga.
the good side and the bad side is the same. Let's say ikaw artist, gagawa ka ng song, in-upload mo sa TikTok, and then nagustuhan ng marami. So possibility it will be used ng napakaraming tao and without you earning anything for that song. Possibility is that the only time that you'll be earning for that song is that pag nalaman nila kung nasan yung song sa Spotify, the title of the song. Kasi alam ko nakalagay naman yun dun eh. Makita nila sa Spotify, if they followed you on Facebook and Instagram or in Twitter or in YouTube and then supported you fully.
Yes.
Pero
And I think ganito, siguro pwede rin silang kumita in a way na, well, 'di ba sa YouTube meron tayong tinatawag na rules na
Oo.
you need 1,000 followers and 10,000 views to earn. Pero
Mm.
I think sa ang TikTok meron din.
Oo, lahat
Ang
naman yan. Meron yan.
in a way na ikaw yung napapanood, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Ayun yung problem eh. We're not saying na hindi ka kikita. Nandun yun, kikita at kikita ka.
Oo.
Pero ang downside is marami kang magiging competition eh.
I mean,
'Di ba?
competition is still there.
Yes.
Kasi minsan akala ng lahat. Ito yung hypocritical sa
Mm.
lahat ng mga nababasa ko. Like, musicians, you don't need to compete with others or anything like that. I mean, yes, it is true. Pero with the business itself, or on the business perspective, it's a competition every time. Kasi
Yes.
the main reason why you're in the label, or ikaw kunyari as a businessman or as someone that is gonna be handling an artist, it's always a competition kung paano ko siya mapapataas or hindi. I think it's doubled down in a way eh. And then a lot of artists na sinasabi na hindi competition, pero pag nakita mo naman ang dami sinasabi dun sa ibang artists at their back. Diba?
Hipokrito.
Diba? Yun yung nakakainis dun eh. Yun lang. Medyo nagrant lang ng onte. Pero ito nga yun eh. The gift of TikTok or TikTok is you don't need for meetings with label groups. Di mo na kailangan yan. Kasi you could publish your own music and labels will come at you. You know, we know a lot of people na nagkaroon ng ganong success, like nag-post sa TikTok and then na-discover and then labels na lumalapit sa kanila.
Yes.
You don't need
that's why labels encourage their artists to create their account on TikTok, diba?
Yes.
Parang hindi kahiyan yung na may TikTok. Hindi. Parang it's a big deal nowadays. It's a big deal.
It's always good for promotion as well.
Yes.
And then you don't need any more connections. Same thing with no more meetings for label groups kasi you don't need that. Label groups will be coming at you eh. And yung pinaka-isa kang nagustuhan dun is no more face value.
Yes.
I mean, ito yung para bang yung dream ng lahat ng mga artists.
Tama.
Na I don't really need to showcase my body, my face or anything just to get views or just for people to listen to my music. Para bang
nagiging 'di ba? Nagiging pantay na lahat eh. Parang may naalala ko eh, parang nakwento sa amin ni Joshua yung may pinag-uusapan kami. Well, natulpo na siya. Hindi ko napapangalanan, kilala naman siguro. Ano siya, influencer siya actually. Pero nandun siya sa industry ng dance. Diba?
Sino yan?
Si nakalimutan ko pangalan eh.
Si Jonah ba yan?
Hindi.
Si Wamos?
Yun. Di ba? Parang nakilala kasi siya, in dancing.
Alam ko nga nag-AGT yan
Kumbaga
eh.
Parang,
Pilipinas Got Talent, PGT.
Parang, sinabi, parang...
Or I don't know, again, I'm sorry, hindi ko sure Alam ko parang lumabas lang sa TV yan before.
Pero mostly, influencer din siya, di ba?
Tapos
meron daw isang comment na, kasi di ba ang kasabayan niya halos talaga, or ang sinundan niyang path is yung kay DJ Lunyo. Parang ginagawa niya rin yung dance move ni DJ Lunyo.
Ganun ba yung sinimulan nun? Wala akong idea.
Magaling din siya, pre. Magaling din siya sumayaw. And then, may isang comment daw doon na porket pangit, hindi na susuportahan. Di ba? Parang ganun. Parang yung nowadays, hindi. Well, nakakatawa siya. In a way. Huwag tayo magpaka-hipokrito. But the setting is, hindi na kailangan talaga ng face value. Kasi nakikita na yung gift or yung talent. Kumbaga, ang labanan na talaga mostly sa social media ngayon.
Talent.
Na talaga? Talent na. Sige. Eto I'm not bragging about Kim Chiu, pero pakantayin mo nga siya sa TikTok ng yung talagang phone lang Tapos ilaba mo rin nag-record ng phone din na kumakanta, 'di ba? Parang ayun lang yun eh. Ayun yung specific parang ayun yung simple explanation na yung competition nowadays is fair. Diba?
You know, a lot of artists hindi natin actually ito yung parang era ng TikTok. Dumating na sa point na you don't really need to see the artist itself.
Yes.
Kasi nakikita mo yung songs nila. At the same time, every time you listen to the song, kahit gusto mo o hindi, may LSS ka. Kasi you know the gift is there. And it's a good thing. This is actually like a gift from us as musicians. Na alam mo, I don't really need to worry if I look good or not. Kasi people don't really care anymore. As long as my music is good, okay na ako dun. You know, a lot of people, same thing, like the song Roxanne, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. You know, a lot of people, actually hindi kilala kung sino kumanta ng Roxanne, kung ano yung face value niya or anything. But, tumaas yung streams ng song sa Spotify because of TikTok. You know, and a lot of songs like Say So by Doja Cat, what else? We have Cream and Frosting by Sabi Sosa, Relationship by Young Thug. Alam mo yun, ito pa yung isa sa mga favorite ko yung Super Lonely by Benny, which is, you know, to the point na a lot of people doesn't really know sino tong mga artist na to. Hindi lang nakita kung sino to before listening to the song. because it's already in TikTok and you can use it free. 'Di ba? And then at the same time,
Yes.
na-LSS din tayo as listeners kasi alam natin kung gaano ka-successful yung song as a whole. But
Yes.
here is the thing. Again, everything has its own, kumbaga parang exception. Yung curse naman na tinatawag natin is as many as artists, as many as napakadaming artists natin nowadays, napakadami rin natin tinatawag na mga one-hit wonders ngayon. To the point na, sobrang taas ng streams ng ganitong song na to, pero after nun, hindi na natin siya narinig ever since. Like one example, coming out of TikTok
Si
is
Jonah.
yun, Jonah. Diba? after no song niya, I don't know kung may kasunod pa siya. And then ano ba tawag nito? Nakalimutan ko anong title na to eh. Yung Somebody That You Used to Know. Oh, yun, yung song na yun. That's just a one.
Yun.
Ha? Yun ata, di ba? Yun, somebody that you used to know. Kumbaga, parang yun na yun. Nangyari sa niya. He's just somebody that we used to know. And then, at the same time, a lot of artists in TikTok are known as an artist made famous by TikTok. That's the curse of TikTok. I mean, it's a gift for musicians. Talagang you don't really need, walang copyright. A lot of people that are gonna be using your songs doesn't really need to see kung sino ka or kung ano yung mukha mo or anything. As long as your music is good.
Yes.
But the thing about this is, may possibility na maging one-hit wonder ka if you're not gonna be branching out outside of TikTok.
Tama.
You know, we know a lot of artists na talagang nandun na sa TikTok and na-brand na natin mismo na as someone made famous by TikTok itself. Kasi, you know, a lot of artists has this dilemma wherein once they made it to the top, kumbaga parang ganito yung mindset ng ibang mga artists eh. Kumbaga parang nandito na ako sa taas eh. Okay na ako dun. To the point na parang wala lang, nakilala lang kita sa TikTok eh. Your sound is groovy, but what's next for you?
Yes. And
diba?
the reason kung bakit hindi sila mapirmahan ng label kasi walang
follow-up
plan
eh.
B.
Oo, walang follow-up.
Plan B. Oo. Kumbaga, it's hard to have a label na ayun lang ang meron ka, 'di ba? Kumbaga parang pumunta ka sa sinasabi nga ng matanda, parang pumunta sa gera na may isa ka lang bala, 'di ba?
And at the same
Sayang
time, minsan kasi yung ibang mga artists hindi na rin pumipirma ng label. Kasi nandiyan naman yung mga, kumbaga parang tinatawag natin mga sponsors and stuff. You know, a lot of artists na mga sumikat sa TikTok ay nababayaran ng, I'm not really sure possibility upon research and stuff. The lowest or kumbaga parang pwede natin maging mark is $90,000. Just market kumbaga parang wala tayong sigurado. Kunyari, TikTok artists, we don't really have an idea of kano binabayad sa kanila. But in the US, as per research, the lowest or the hit mark that we can think of is $90,000 per post sa TikTok. So, kung Pilipinas yan, kung kunyari, ikaw sikat na artist, tapos, o kunyari, sikat na influencer sa TikTok, may possibility na malaki rin ang kinikita mo. But again, the good thing about this is, you're earning money, you're promoting music, and you're helping out OPM. The thing here is, you'll be labeled as made famous by TikTok. So, kumbaga parang in a good and a bad way, wala pa rin kawala. Pareho pa rin may consequences yung mga gaganawin mo.
Yes.
But the thing here is, you know, a lot of people, a lot of artists, nakasurpass nung made by famous TikTok na yun. Or made famous by TikTok na mga songs. Like, number one is si Bella Porch. Down to the Beat. Diba yung pinakauna niyang pinromote na, or pinakauna niyang TikTok. Hanggang sa dumating sa point na nag-release na rin siya ng sarili niyang songs. Yung unang-una niyang song, and then ngayon yung, actually nakadalawa na siyang songs ngayon na na-release. Wherein, you don't really need to think about Bella Porch as TikTok famous. 'Di ba? Hindi mo na siya maiisip as TikTok famous. Maiisip mo na siya Bella Porch as famous. Kasi nawala na yung brand nung TikTok sa kanya eh. Kumbaga, siya yung pinakamagandang example ng homegrown artist sa TikTok, pero umalis na, na-surpass na yung term na made famous by TikTok. And then a lot of artists pa rin naman na pwede natin makilala. And at the same time, marami rin mga artists na ginagamit lang yung TikTok just to gain more money. Kumbaga parang etong social media realm na to, especially with TikTok, is getting getting poor people rich, and then getting rich people more richer. 'Di ba? Kumbaga parang same thing with using labels. You just have to be smart about using it. Like number one, yung mga artist na kilala natin na talagang even before sikat na, tapos pumasok sa TikTok, naging mas sikat. Yan, number one, si Dua Lipa. 'Di ba? Even before TikTok, we already know yung mga songs niya. Si The Weeknd, even before TikTok, may mga nare-release na rin siya mga songs. Mas naging mas powerful lang siya because of TikTok kasi ginagamit yung mga songs niya. And then eto, in the Philippines, si Yumi Laksamana, Thyro and Yumi, wherein alam naman natin how powerful Yumi is. And then yung Josa na nasa TikTok ngayon is being used din naman. And for all we know, kilala naman natin si Yumi as an artist ever before, even before pala. 'Di ba? There's a lot of things that we can talk about, like TikTok as a whole. That's why this is something that you guys, can think about. As an artist, is TikTok a curse or a gift for you? We've already provided you like all of the things that you can say, or of the things that you can think about, kasi malaking bagay talaga, especially with social
I just
media.
want to add na yung social media. I just want to add na yung most of the artists nowadays, hindi ko nila lahat, na there are things na na nakakaligtaan nila. Kasi in music, well, sa lahat, there are rules na kailangan natin sundin. There are boundaries na dapat nating i-respect, di ba? Kumbaga parang kasi nangyayari sa atin. Well, the talent and the music that you created is good. That's fine. Pero yung as a as an artist, meron tayong responsibilities kasi na dapat natin sundin para mas maging goods tayo sa industriya na 'to.
Yeah.
Well, the best example is yung nangyari kay Jonah, 'di ba? Parang
Parang as pangit-pangit na nangyari kay John.
Oo, pre. Kasi nakita ko yung niya eh. May nakita akong article about that na nung nag-create siya ng song, ang daming parang napangitan na gano'n. And then siya, bumawi siya. Sinabi niya na puro kayo kultura. Wala naman kayong pera. Parang gano'n. Hindi ko sure yung pinaka-sinabi. That's why
Parang na ko nga yun.
'di
Nakita ko
ba?
nga yun, oo.
Kaya nag-trend yun. That's why yung hip-hop industry nagalit ng sobra. Kasi sa kanila yun eh,
Yung hip-hop scene nagalit sa
hindi lang
kanila.
passion, hindi lang basta passion yun. Buhay nila yun. Kumbaga parang ang binangga mo is yung kultura na nung 'di ba? Parang naghanap ka ng giyera eh. Parang gano'n, 'di ba? So,
Kultura
that's
ng
the reason
hip-hop
na
yung nadali niya eh.
'di ba? Wala namang pera, panay kayong kultura, wala namang pera, 'di ba? Ayun yung boundaries na kahit sabihin natin wala sa rule book 'yun. Meron tayong kung sa NBA may unwritten rules. Meron din sa lahat ng aspeto 'yan, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pati sa music. Hindi basta-basta na porket sumikat na ganito ganyan, sumikat ka na gusto mo ikaw na yung bida-bida, 'di ba?
Hindi naman talaga
Dapat
sisikat yun si Jonah kung hindi dahil sa Brusco
mm,
Brothers. Sorry this is just outside of yung topic natin, pero this is very still, helpful.
And siyempre, 'di ba? Parang if you want to create music, kailangan mo pa rin talaga ng connection eh. In
Nandun pa rin.
terms sa industry mo, ay sa sabihin na natin
Genre.
sa genre mo, 'di ba? Kailangan mo ng connection diyan, 'di ba? Kung pati si Glock na yung mabad trip sa'yo, kanino ka lalapit, 'di ba?
Oo.
Kumbaga, gusto mo ng hip hop, gusto mo ng rap scene, pero you created a big mess. Paano mo lilinisin 'yun, 'di ba? Kahit malinis 'yun, may marka eh, magkakamarka ka eh. Gano'n 'yun. As an artist, hindi basta-basta ang hindi basta-basta ang music. Hindi porket magaling ka kumanta, hindi ka magaling ka magsulat, but you don't care kung ano yung responsibilities mo as an artist.
Wala
Yung
rin.
pagsikat mo sa social media is useless.
Yeah.
Hindi yun eh. Kumbaga, yung sinasabi nga 'di ba kanina yung sinasabi namin kanina na magiging one hit wonder ka talaga pag ganyan. Kahit marami kang kanta dahil sa attitude mo naman magiging one hit wonder ka naman.
Tsaka ano yun eh.
Useless.
Kumbaga on the technical side, there is a lot of, points or options that you need to consider para hindi ka para mawala ka doon sa one hit wonder na scene na yun eh. Or one hit wonder na dilemma na yun eh. Kasi a lot of artists dumaan dun sa point na yun eh. Kumbaga yung fear na mas sana makakreate ka ng something na mas successful pa dun sa ginawa mo. Kumbaga, meron dapat yung plano eh. Actually, plano.
Ayun yung struggles ng
may struggle talaga.
artist.
Oo, yun. That's why a lot of songs are created, especially ngayong dekada na to. Especially with this decade, around starting 2010 hanggang 2021. Maraming songs na create na wala naging follow-up. Kasi nandun yung dilemma of being a one-hit wonder. Na wala na, naging komportable na yung artist kasi naging successful yung kanta eh. And then after nun, wala na, okay na sila. Diba? I don't know, again, I'm not saying, one example na pwede kong sabihin, hindi ko alam I don't know, Luis Capaldi. Diba? Si Luis Capaldi is, I'm not sure if it's an Irish artist or anything, or someone you love, the one who created Someone You Love. And then after nun, I don't know kung ano yung sumunod niyang kanta. Meron ba siyang na-release na kanta? Wala, alam ko wala eh. Or nagsabay-sabay sila ng release tapos wala na siyang mas naging successful sa Someone You Love. Kasi ganun yun. Parang may possibility na kumita na siya. Kasi nakita mo yung rags to riches sa kwento niya rin eh. And then ginagamit din yung song, I believe ginagamit din yung song sa TikTok. Kasi pwede rin siya, available din sa TikTok. And then, wala na. Diba?
Yun na yun.
Sumikat na ako eh. May pera na ako. Okay na ako. Pwede na mag-retire.
Thank you. Bye.
What
Ganun
the
na
hell?
agad eh.
Diba? If you're an artist, you don't want to leave that kind of legacy. Ayaw mo ma-brand na, oy, sumikat yung kanta ko sa TikTok. Diba? Sino matutuwa na marinig?
Kasi di ba yung mga yung mga ganyan, no? Wow, na kilala ko dahil sa TikTok. Parang,
yeah, it's good.
Dapat may follow-up answer ka sa and then what?
Oo, kailangan ganun eh.
Naging famous ka sa TikTok and then what?
Pwede yun eh. Pwede mong gawing legacy yun kung wala ka talagang planong magbuo ng magandang legacy sa career mo. Let's say your only goal is to be famous and that's it. Sige, pwede yun. Sabihin natin, nakilala ko sa TikTok. Nice! Congratulations.
Good job.
Oo. Pero kung ikaw as an artist creating a lot of songs, creating albums, trying to make it in the scene big time, kailangan may follow-up ka na nakilala yung song ko sa TikTok. And then, lumabas siya sa TikTok, naging double platinum sa Philippines, nakilala sa buong mundo. Diba? Yun yung maganda pakinggan eh.
Yes.
Hindi yung sumikat sa TikTok. Okay. Yun na yun. Yun na yung kanta ko in a whole. That's why it's very important. Again, we're not saying na kumbaga parang ito yung kailangan yung gawin. We're not saying that this is somehow like the formula that you need to do in making yourself more famous. Kasi wala namang ganun eh. Wala namang sumisikat overnight. Wala naman sa point din na ito dapat yung gawin mo ngayon para mas maging sumikat ka. Kasi we still have the old school way. Pwede kang makilala ng label muna bago ka maging sikat. Pwede kang ma-discover sa mga gigs. And a lot of artists naman din ay hindi gumagamit ng TikTok. So, hindi rin sila nag-upload ng mga stuff nila sa TikTok. So, may possibility pa rin na mag-roll out pa rin yung old school stuff. Marinig yung kanta mo and talaga ma-appreciate. Pero it's a gift that we can use. We're not saying you need to use it. We're not saying you don't need to use it. It's actually gonna be up to you. This is, on this timeline or on this one, this is gonna be our suggestion or our, kumbaga parang thinking. You know, kasi before talaga, aminado naman ako eh. The good thing about, you know, this podcast is that hindi lang yung mga listeners yung naging open about the music industry. Pati kami as host of this podcast, by doing research and stuff, mas naging open yung mind namin when it comes to things like this. When it comes to appreciating music. Kasi alam ko sa sarili ko, sabi ko sa inyo before, isa ako sa mga tinatawag nilang purist. Hindi ako nakikinig ng electronic music. I don't listen to pop music. I don't play pop music. And then, I hate popular stuff. Kasi I feel like they're just cancer. Pero ngayon, nung nagsimula yung podcast, and at the same time, maturity-wise, when it comes to music, na-realize mo you have everything in front of you, especially in this age.
Yeah.
Again, this is not an advice, but for us, given, let's say, kung magkakaroon kami ng pop song, or makakagawa mo kami ng pop song na pwede magamit sa TikTok, why not?
We encourage them na gumamit ng social media, di ba? But be wise.
Yeah.
Di ba? Alamin nyo pa rin yung magiging outcome ng every action nyo. Hindi porket, uy, kita tayo dito, Brad. Dito tayo. After that, laging tandaan natin, and then what? Kung gusto mong sumikat ng one time and then kumita ng big time, that's okay. But if you want to pursue your dreams,
you really want to, kumbaga parang maging malaki sa music scene, then, you know, you gotta grind it. You have to. Kasi kung tatanungin kami, kung we just want the money, matagal na kaming umalis dito sa music scene kasi nakuha na namin yung pera na inasam namin eh.
Oo. Kahit papano na nakamit namin yung mga gusto naming gamit.
Yeah. By just playing music, playing for artists, playing for our own stuff. You know, we already had that type of experience eh. But, you know, we have this dream of, you know, not really by just the money, but, you know, a lot of people in the music scene na makilala kami as someone that plays this music or someone that talks about music. Kasi 'di ba isa pa sa mga dream nga namin is kumbaga parang lahat ng mga artists, even labels and stuff dito sa Pilipinas will consider Mind the Beats as a podcast that talks about music. Na dapat na darating sa point na in order for you to become big, you need to be a guest in the show. Ganun yung dream namin. Kumbaga parang bago ka maging legit na artist, ito ka muna sa Mind the Beats. Hindi na natin kakayanin mo Mind the Beats kasi they know a lot of stuff. That's how we want to be known for. And that is not being earned as something na parang pwede kong bayaran para mangyari yun. No. We have to grind. Yeah, we need to grind. We need to come up with episodes. We need to get a lot of respect for not just for our peers, but every musician here in the Philippines. Para makita nila kung ano yung seriousness ng podcast. If you want to have that type of mindset, that's good. But if you just want money, then still good. Pero you can just use TikTok. You want,
Yeah.
diba?
In this podcast, where in this podcast, talagang we want to push the limit na ito talaga yung reality ng music industry. Ganun kahirap yung pinag-iisipan namin every episode, every day na kailangan namin mag-isip, 'di ba?
Kasi
Parang ang daming
akala ata nung iba ng mga na nakikinig na even sa lahat ng mga podcast, I'm not saying na madaling mag-podcast kasi lahat yan nag-iisip yan ng episode nila.
Hindi naman lahat yan gumagatong lang Tas gawa tayo podcast, tas gatong lang tayo sa mga
May mga ibang mga podcast na ganon.
May ganon,
Si
di ba?
Allen Calvo, mga ganon. mga ganong
Kalbo.
Mga ganong mga podcast, diba? Yung parang degrading women. Number 1 sa kanila yun I mean, madaling manggatong. Pero mahirap mag-isip ng sariling idea. Especially with our realm. Diba? We're thinking about reality. Not something na pwede niyong isipin na parang bang beautiful skies and butterflies. That's why, di ba napansin nyo, that's why we always have this, kumbaga parang dark symbol around us. Kasi we want to show you guys how dark and how hard it is to be an artist here in the Philippines. Not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world. It's not easy. It's never easy. It's easy to earn money. Yes, it's easy to earn money, but it's hard to earn respect and it's hard to create a name for yourself.
Lalo sa mga episode namin na nauna,
hindi
ganun kadali.
Hindi ganun kadali. Ngayon na nga lang kami natutuwa na meron kaming 26, 36, 46 na mga nakikinig sa bawat upload namin I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, a lot of musicians, or even not just musicians, but ordinary people, are being aware of how it works.
Yeah.
Same use with social media. This is why it's very powerful. Not just TikTok, even though we have our own TikTok. But di ba meron tayo TikTok, di ba? Di ba? We have our own TikTok. Pero the use of social media is very powerful. We have Spotify, and then we're planning to take down Spotify as well because we're gonna be creating an episode for Spotify. Diba? How ironic it is to talk about the same person that publishes our episode. How evil Spotify is, diba? In the next coming weeks, we're gonna be talking about that. And then we interview a lot of bands. At the same time, we think about episodes not just because we want to be biased with that specific episode, but we want you guys to think about something that you need to to consider, especially this episode. The power of TikTok or the social media itself. This is how powerful social media is. We're just in our rooms, diba? Nandito lang kami sa mga kwarto namin. We're thinking about episodes that we're gonna be providing to you guys, content that you guys will be enjoying. And at some point, nag-grow kami dyan sa mga mindset nyo as something na can create stuff that will enjoy, but that everyone will enjoy.
Yeah.
Same thing with artists creating music in TikTok. Nandun lang din sa mga kwarto nila or sa mga studio nila or anything. But they are always thinking about something that will entertain everyone and then can be used in every aspect of life para mas maging known sila. And the best thing that we can do, or not really the best thing that we can do, or as for us, a suggestion is to appreciate it.
Yes.
TikTok is, before kasi puro dance lang yan, kaya hindi mo talaga ma-appreciate. Ngayon kasi marami nang pwede magawa sa TikTok, diba?
Marami na talaga. Kumbaga there's a lot of category na pwede mong gawin na pwede mo nang as an artist kung ano ka man, kung pintor ka man, dance, lahat 'Di ba? Pati music nandun na. Kumbaga yung ano na lang, yung responsibility and yung willingness mo And syempre yung action mo dapat nandun. Na talagang kung gusto mo pursue mo. And then lagi mong tatandaan ano dapat magiging kasunod na steps ng mga
Yeah.
bawat gagawin. Kailangan maging wais ka, 'di ba? Kasi yung noon na in-explain namin kanina, yung kailangan mo ng hard work talaga. Well, may less hassle in this era, but you need hard work too. Hindi porket may social media okay na 'yan,
Mm.
'di ba? Hindi wala kang kung may ghostwriter ka, that's a good thing.
Oo,
Kakanta ka na lang ng kakanta,
malaking bagay 'yun.
'di ba?
Mm.
That's a good thing,
O kaya
but
mayaman ka tapos nabili ka ng mga kanta,
yung
okey lang 'yun.
oo. Kunyari, pasikat pa lang 'to, bilhin kita. Gano'n. Parang bibili ka lang ng Axie, eh. 'Di ba, parang gano'n lang. Hindi, well, kidding aside, ano, yung hard work in terms in writing songs, recording, or kung wala ka man equipment for recording, basta maayos yung background mo na wala masyadong ingay, that's a good thing. That's a good start for you as a new artist. Kailangan yung hard work hindi mawawala yan, eh. Yung
Mm.
hard work na pinagdaanan ng mga idol natin noon, mas matindi yun. Kumbaga yung less hassle na nangyayari sa atin ngayon, i-grab na natin, but be wise, 'di ba? Ang parang gusto na parang yung nakita namin yung article nung, anong pangalan nun? Yu yung article na gustong isuportahan yung OPM.
Oo, yung sa Department of
Ah,
Science and Technology yata yun,
yeah,
DOST.
yeah, yeah. Isipin na lang natin na how we can support that that, ah, program kung tayo, hindi natin kayang suportahan or hindi natin kayang panindigan yung pagiging artist natin, 'di ba?
Mm.
In this podcast kasi we want to support OPM really really bad. Talagang gusto namin kung gaano kasikat ang K-pop sa Pinas, gano'n
Yan.
din gusto namin, 'di ba?
True,
Kasi
true.
kasi sayang, 'di ba? There's a lot of talent here in the Philippines na nawa-waste dahil hindi masuportahan ng ayos. That's why we encourage the new artists na to be to be responsible on their actions na na, na maging na maging tawag dito, na maging respeto yung tingin natin sa musika,
Yeah,
sa kultura. Magkaroon tayo ng respeto, maging respeto yung tingin natin sa kultura, hindi pera,
true.
'di ba?
Tama,
Yun.
tama. That's how it works, man. I mean,
Mm.
um, a lot of things are, happening, and at the same time, the advantage and disadvantage of artists nowadays is very blatant. But I think
Mm.
the best thing that we can do is to just look at the bright side. Kasi
Mm.
malaking bagay to eh. I mean, it's huge, man. I
Kahit
mean,
tayo, gigil na gigil tayo i-release yung mga songs, eh.
oh, I
But
mean, we
pero
know
ang hirap,
we know
eh.
how success works eh. Kasi nakikita na pag-aaralan natin eh. I
Mm.
think the only thing that is gonna be hard for us is it worth the effort that we're gonna be doing?
Yeah.
Kasi as an artist, like for us as songwriter tayo, we always have this doubt sa mga songs natin eh. 'Di ba? May mga tumarating yung
Mm.
point na ganun eh. May mga
Kahit gandang-ganda na tayo, eh.
may
Kahit
mga may
para sa
mga
atin
doubt
maganda na.
tayo. May mga doubt tayo sa sarili natin, and we're kind of worried, is it gonna be on the same level of effort that we're gonna be doing in promoting it? Kasi
Yeah.
katulad netong ano ba title nung kanta ko?
Wala pang mga title, eh.
Wala mo mga title eh, pero we release a song sa Mr. P Lifestyle, and it has been well received. To the point na may gumawa nga ng spoken poetry ng song.
Mm.
'Di ba? Hindi pa siya ganun kasikat, pero na-appreciate siya to the point na ginawan siya ng sarili niyang spoken poetry.
Nakita natin yung nakita natin yung effect sa tao eh.
And and talagang na well receive yung song. I mean, honestly, nagustuhan natin yung feedback. Maraming nag-congratulate sa kanta. Maraming nag-congratulate sa paano natin siya ginawa. Pero we're not really sure kung ano ba yung realm na kailangan nating ipasok doon. Kung is it something na baka mamaya maging one-hit wonder lang? Kasi it's the best song that we have, or mag-flop siya kasi hindi siya pasok dun sa kung anong merong era ngayon. Di ba?
Sa criteria ng mga tao ngayon.
Oo, yun yung isa sa mga parabang at some point worry natin as an artist. But with that being said, going back to the topic, we are not here to provide you any kumbaga parang advice on the topic itself. The advice that we provided is for you guys to support OPM, which is the thing that we've been doing almost every time. Pero the thing about this episode is that this is something that you guys can think about. Is it something na worth doing as an artist? Worth listening to as as an ordinary person supporting an artist, or something na medyo parang hindi pasok sa inyo? So again, the real question here is TikTok a gift or a curse to musicians? Well, with that being said, thank you so much, guys, for listening to this episode. Again, we really appreciate everyone. Nag-sidetrack lang kami ng ontre about sa DOST because we're kinda, at some point medyo nag-iisip din ako dun eh. Alam mo yun?
Baka may signal na rin eh. Na
if we can, let's just talk about let's just talk about it real quick kasi it's very important eh. Like for us as a music podcast, ano ba yung sign ng DOST na to? Di ba? Is it something na kasi narinig na nila yung mga hinanaing natin? Tayo mga podcasters that talks about music? Or hindi pa rin enough yung powers natin lahat-lahat?
Yeah.
Kasi ikaw, parang may sasabihin ka kanina eh. Ano yung mo? Ano yung sasabihin mo kanina? Parang ano?
Ang gusto kong gawa ng ibang topic. Joke lang.
Hindi, pag-uusapan natin, bigyan natin topic talaga yan. Parang ano lang.
Oo.
May idea lang.
Siguro maging, I think, parang we need to get ready for what's happening next. Kung yung sa paglabas na yan, is it a good sign eh? Or I think it's a good sign, but I don't think so. I don't think na parang susuportan agad ng biglaan eh. 'Di ba?
50.
Oo, 50, kasi hindi ganoon ka-supportive ang Filipino people pagdating sa sa mga songs ng sarili natin sa OPM.
SB19 nga lang nalaman ko dahil sa Ben and Ben.
Lahat ng
Di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba?
Diba? Kasi nakilala ko actually hindi ko ikakaya to. Bad trip ako sa mga yun. Kasi parang what the, 'di ba? Parang what the?
Parang mga K-pop na Pinoy.
Oo, parang sila eh, parang replica sila ng K-pop eh, pero mga Pinoy sila. Parang eto na ba yung Pinas? Parang kailangan na lang ba natin manggaya, 'di ba? But when I hear yung yung mapa, 'di ba?
Nakita mo yung talent nila. Nakita mo yung nila.
Tsaka yung ibang mga videos nila na yung isang rapper na bumirit. Ay sabi ko sa iyo ang galing. 'Di ba? Parang that's the point. Kahit ako musikero na ako pero 'di ba? Meron akong
kami
mga
musicians kami. Oo.
Hindi kami hipokrito na hindi namin sasabihin na hindi kami sinusuportahan. 'Di ba? Parang normal naman 'yun eh. May ganun talaga. But we appreciate.
Dami ko din sinusuportahan.
Kalyalili nga ayaw ko eh, di
Oo,
ba?
marami. Number one, Kalili. Ayaw talaga namin sa Kalili. Napakapangit ng riff na ginawa. I mean, classic na LSS yung riff na ginawa nila sa Magbalik. Pero napakapangit nung nung ginawa nun. Parang nakakasawa na ewan. Pero hindi, again, it's gonna be a topic for another day. I think the best that we can do right now is just to think.
Maganda yung episode natin ngayon kaya hindi mo na namin sisirain.
I mean, it's a good thing about about music, about support. I think mas maganda magkaroon tayo ng episode wherein what is the support that we need as an artist, 'di ba? Kumbaga parang kasi just to give you guys kasi ayoko pang tapusin agad yung episode kasi natutuwa ako din sa DOST na trip na to eh. Study shows that the only way that we can be an international artist or makilala tayo in the international scene is to become a pop band or K-pop group.
Yeah.
Study shows it happened with BTS, Super Junior, sa lahat ng mga K-pop na mga artist, talagang nag-overboard sa Korea. Nag-overboard na sila, nakapunta na sila sa Hollywood, nanalo sila ng mga Grammys, nakapag-produce ng mga songs in their own country using their own language.
Yeah.
And even outside their country, even in Hollywood, with using their own language. It's possible. It's possible that we can promote our own language sa Hollywood and make it big. But the thing here is, it's not gonna work with different genres. The only thing that, or the only genre that it will work is in a form of K-pop. As per studies pa lang naman as per research,
and syempre kasi ito add ko lang as per studies, pero meron naman tayo na well, I'm proud of it na some of our songs nare-recognize din ng mga ng mga ibang artists internationally. Pero hanggang doon lang ba tayo, 'di ba? Parang hanggang recognition lang ba? 'Di ba?
Diba? Like yung
Tayo
anak.
na lang recognition, gano'n.
Katulad yun, yung anak, it's being recognized even in the early 90s or even the early 2000s.
Ayun ang pinaka-isa sa mga sumikat talaga, yung anak.
Like
talagang naging
kilala
paborito siya ng mga ibang lahi.
Pero after nun, ano na?
Pinas.
So yun nga, this is a huge shoutout sa DOST, or I'm really sorry kung tama ba ako. Teka lang, i-research ko ba yun? DOST ba yun? Natatakot ako ba mamaya DOST ako ng DOST, mali pala.
Ibang department pala, di nakakulong pa tayo.
Oo. Basta yun yung
Pero alam ko rin eh.
Oo. Alam ko DOST nga yun. Teka lang natin. Music.
No. Kung saan mo ako tinag?
Ayun, DOST nga. DOST, Department of Social ba to? Science and Technology. Science and Technology. Department of Science and Technology will launch a research project mapping and assessing the Philippines music industry bid to support its growth. Diba? It's a good thing we're gonna be launching this kind of studies. The bad thing is, saan tayo magsisimula? Diba? So a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to consider, but with your help, the mga listeners natin dito can definitely help us out. Kung ano ba yung kung saan tayo magsa-start. And at the same time, this is a huge shout out and the call for DOST. DOST, if you need help with figuring out stuff, you can reach out to a lot of artists. Don't reach out to label companies, please. Kaya mag-reach out sa mga labels kasi pasabihin lang yan yung good side. Nasabihin lang yan yung mga good side ng mga nangyayari. Labels are there to promote artists. But they're not there. I'm sorry, they're not there pag bumaba na yung artist.
Yeah.
Nawawala na yung mga labels na yan and stuff. You can reach out sa mga artists. You can reach out to podcasters that talks about musicians in the music industry. You can reach out to us. You can reach out to a lot of people. please
Yes.
don't reach out sa mga label companies.
Mm.
And again, maraming salamat din sa lahat ng mga nakinig, mga naka-appreciate na itong episode na to. You know, this is very very insightful at the same time, you know, food for thought. Medyo nag-random na nga tayo at the end, but it's still worth it. You know, we're very excited with the launch of the DOST program, and at the same time we're very excited na makita yung effect ng mga artists na makikinig na tong episode na to sa paggamit nila sa social media. Hopefully, may mga artists tayong ma-influence na mag-push through with social media, especially with TikTok. Pero, you know, just make it or break it. Look for your own reason why you're doing this in the first place and grab it by the balls. Yun lang yung pinaka-importante doon. So, with that being said, thank you so much sa lahat ng mga sponsors namin. Milk and My Tea by Jeff Apusaga.
Chicken House by James Manzanilla. Ikaw na bahala by Joshua Ramos. Save Clothing by Ismael Ibarra.
World in Progress by Prince Lupena. Congratulations, Prince. Well done. Good job. Na-release na yung bago nilang jacket. I'm still waiting for the jacket itself. And then, ano pa ba? Open pa rin pala guys yung Lazada link namin. So if you guys want to purchase any item sa Lazada, you can check the link or the pod link in the description where you're listening to this. If you're listening to Spotify, AnchorFM, sa Google Podcast, or sa YouTube, pinapanood mo to. Or sa Facebook, kung makita mo man yung post na to, you can check out the link sa description. And then, please follow us on Facebook. May possibility na yung mga guests namin is i-live namin sa Facebook if they want. So, another way of pushing through the people para mas manood. And at the same time, we're gonna be creating a community. Kumbaga parang isang group for Mind the Beats. So, we are considering creating a group na lahat ng mga nandun sa group na yun pwede manood dito sa mga recordings ito. Alam mo yun, para ma-enjoy lang nila ba kung yung record. At hindi nakakalungkot na dalawa lang tayong nakikita natin ng mga mukha dito. At the same time, malaking bagay kasi nandun na sila. Marandun yung mga videos. Nandun yung pala yung pwede manonood and pwede mga makinig sa episode itself. Diba? And at the same time, community, you know, possibility matulungan din tayo with episodes, kung ano man yung mga pwede nating i-release, diba? Well, with that being said, my name's Irvin.
And I'm Eljo.
And this is the #1 music podcast in the country. This is Mind the Beats. You guys take care.
Yeah. Peace out.